Hello, this is Iqra Khalid, Member of Parliament in Mississauga, Erin Mills, and today we're very excited to be hosting a number of events and meetings here in our constituency office with the newly appointed Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, the Honourable Marco Mendicino, and we'll be having conversations and discussions with our constituents, with stakeholders, with frontline service providers, with the media, and also with our staff and our team and members of parliament to talk about the issues that we have in our offices on a daily basis. I'm very looking forward to the day. Stay tuned. Keep watching Toronto 360 TV with Sabir Gaya. So I guess this Thursday you'll have your picture in the new and Sabir booked this up also. There's a lot of marketing work. It's there's a lot of event photography, etc. Works really hard in our community. Very dedicated. So just if you guys have some questions for the minister.
Can we have 5 minutes please?
Absolutely.
I don't want to take too much time.
That's okay.
I will try to provide as much of an opportunity to ask questions. But let me just begin by saying how happy I am to be able to join you here in Mississauga today with my friend MP Iqra Khalid. And I want to thank her not only for the strong representation that she brings to her constituency, and that's evidenced by your presence here, but in particular for her work as the chair of the Women's Caucus and all of the issues that she advanced on behalf of women and young girls, the way that you're reducing barriers and stigmas, particularly when it comes to our need to do work internationally to protect women and young girls. And we've got a strategy that's dedicated to that called Women, Peace and Security, where you played a role there. And my department at Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada, we're looking at ways to create dedicated pathways to identify women and young girls who are particularly vulnerable. And I'm proud of the work that we're doing, and I look forward to cooperating and collaborating with you on that. And as I've said, I'm very honored to have been asked by the Prime Minister to be the Minister for Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. I'm the son of an immigrant. My family comes from Italy. I'm proud of my heritage. I'm going to use all of that pride to really drive the work that we're doing, and we need to continue growing immigration in Canada. We should be proud of it. It's not only an economic driver, it's who we are. Canada is a country of immigrants. And so now, perhaps more than ever, we need to really protect that narrative and to protect those values and to cherish them. And I look forward to taking your questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
You will be continuing coming Mississauga.
Well, it's my first visit in my new capacity, and it won't be the last time I come.
Hopefully not.
Okay, it's a two-part question basically. First, we go, congratulations on your appointment, and we welcome you to our community. And second, the question is, we want to follow up on the STS stream for Pakistani students. And secondly, the second part of my question is, it's not related to that, but there's news in the air that private sponsorship, that Canada has a very unique program of private sponsorship of refugees. So the news is in the air, it's kind of, not going to be here anymore, or what? So we just want to hear it from you.
Well, first, I want to say that the International Student Program is a great opportunity for Canada to become a country that is a choice destination for students who are looking to get that next level of education, to hone their education, their skills, their development. I have gotten so far very positive feedback from the Pakistani community in particular at the launch of the STS, which is a dedicated stream for international students who wish to come from Pakistan to Canada, and I'm sure some of those students will land right here in Peel region, and that's a wonderful thing because the ISP actually is a great contributor to the economy. About $21 billion is pumped into the economy as a result of the ISP, and we look forward to working in particular with our partners in the post-secondary sphere, the provinces, to ensure that this program is administered in the right and most effective way. And with regards to private sponsorship, I had the opportunity recently to go to Geneva to participate in the first ever Global Refugee Forum. I mean, this was an historic opportunity for Canada to showcase the work that we are doing when it comes to private sponsorship. And the reason why it's such a success is because people at the grassroots level are very interested in rolling up their sleeves and doing the hard work to welcome refugees to come to Canada, because they know that refugees have a lot to offer, and equally the community is improved by their presence and by their integration of the community. So the more that we have private sponsorship in Canada, the more it will be a success. And we have landed, I think, through private sponsorship, over 40,000 new refugees, which is a wonderful thing we should celebrate. Last thing I'll say is we actually included Mustafa Ayalo, who himself is a Syrian refugee, as an official delegate at the table when I gave my remarks at the United Nations in Geneva. A singularly proud moment.
So this program is going to continue? Because I'm one of the private sponsored groups as well, Partners in Humanity.
We see it as very much part of our success and part of our overall strategy when it comes to refugee resettlement, yes.
About MDE.
Yes, so obviously this is a government that has done a lot of work towards reuniting families, and there are two principal pathways to reuniting families. One is through the Parents and Grandparents program, which I know is very popular, and I know that my colleague NP Khalid, and indeed many of my colleagues are receiving questions about the status of that program. I want to assure your viewers that I believe in this program, but we also want to take an appropriate period of time to get some feedback from members of Parliament as well as the community to review that program to make sure that it is as fair and accessible as it can be, because we know how important it is to keep families together. And the other pathway, of course, is the Super Visa program, which is a program that is a new innovation, that is also an opportunity for families to reunite. And so together we've done a lot of good work in this area, and we hope to continue to do more.
Thank you.
Okay. What is the target of the students next few years?
Well, what I can tell you, broadly speaking, is that we have set some notional targets around students, and they have been far surpassed. So I think what is appropriate for me right now as a new minister who's just been sworn in, as I'm getting briefed up on each of these initiatives, including the International Student Program, is to really understand what are the aspirational goals that we hope to accomplish under the ISP, where is the capacity of the community, in particular the post-secondary community, to absorb these students, because we want them to succeed, and we also want them to contemplate potential pathways to remaining in Canada if it suits their long-term career objectives, because we know they have a lot to add.
Okay, I just found out that why I'm here and what I'm supposed to ask the questions. So my questions are all over the place, and I think that I need a whole 40 minutes program to do with you, actually, to ask my questions from you. But I also work for domestic violence and abuse in South Asian community, as I already discussed it with you. My concern, right now is the most important question for me right now is because I'm dealing with the girls, women coming from Pakistan, and they are stuck with the situation in an abusive relationship. And number one is that there are not much shelters where they can go, a lot of lack in that area. We are working to create more space for that. The other thing is that the girls, they are here, they have no idea about the legal system of Canadian family law. So they are sometimes stuck here. And what happens is that the husbands, they take advantage of it, and they create problems for them so that they cannot move out from Canada to Pakistan. Sometimes they are pregnant, sometimes they have kids, and they cannot go back to Pakistan to visit their family because it's a child custody issue with them. I'm asking, my question is that where the government is standing here to create more awareness for the women and some laws in immigration process so that they know where they are coming and what situation they might face when they come here, and what to speed up the process so that it becomes easier for them to come out that difficult situation they are facing right now.
Well, first, it's always heart-wrenching to hear about stories involving domestic abuse or child abuse. And as somebody who worked in the criminal justice system, I'm a former federal prosecutor, it is very, very gut-wrenching. And so my heart goes out to any of them. And as we discussed earlier today, members of Parliament are very much on the front lines, and they do receive some of these concerns and these reports. And so navigating around these issues is very sensitive. There are a lot of issues that need to be respected around privacy, around cultural sensitivity, And so it's important that we're here to listen and support to the extent that we can. I will say, again, that MP Khalid has played an incredibly important role in looking at the issue of intimate partner violence. And there should be no distinction between whether or not you are a citizen or a permanent resident or a refugee or a new aspiring landed individual who doesn't have status yet. This is a country that is based on laws, the rule of law, and it is never acceptable to do harm to anyone, in particular in the domestic situation. So I know that your advocacy, MP Khalid, has been absolutely pivotal in the work that we're doing to ensure that women and young girls in particular are not seeing those systemic barriers to coming forward, to telling their story, to being heard, and we will continue to work together so that people are safe.
Is there any cap on the visitor visas from over the world to the Canada, or whoever qualifies they will get the visa?
Well, we have a system that does respond to the demands when it comes to temporary visa applications, and we do a lot of work in the sphere, and I'm proud to say that's because a lot of people want to come to Canada, and why not? We're a great country, you know, we have so much to offer, so much to see, so many people from so many different parts of the world, and so yes, of course, the department tries to be as responsible.
Because they face the deception. They have been deceived by the family who is here enjoying all the Canadian rights, but when they bring the girl from Pakistan and make their daughter-in-law the wife, they keep posing, they keep threatening them that you will be snatched from the citizenship, that would be snatched away from you. And that is the hard part for them. They can go back, the parents are not sending them, and they can't live here with freedom. So that's what we also talked about it, and I asked Iqra Khalid when we interviewed her, that how can we, the organizations like us, how can we be your ally to make it easier for the women who are living here? That would be a great part for us as well to work for the government.
Well, first, you have a great ally in MP Khalid, and like I've said it a number of times, but I genuinely mean it. I've seen the impact of her advocacy, her actions, not just advocacy, but the work that she does in the community. And I've attended Women's Caucus on numerous occasions, and I know that she will continue to be a staunch advocate and a doer in the area of protecting women and young girls who are at risk. And when it comes to broader abuses in the system, it's part of my mandate to look at ways to crack down on people who would commit fraud and try to steal from people, take advantage of people as a result of language barriers and other barriers. So I think on the whole we can be sure that we're looking at ways to improve the overall integrity of the immigration system, because no one should be taken advantage of.
Thank you. That's the last question.
When are you going to open the office? All the applications
are right. So I have not yet looked at my travel schedule beyond today, but we're starting to look at some plans to go abroad, and I appreciate the invitation. And obviously, if we were to go, then yes, we would be looking at some of our operations. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all very much.
That. Thank you.
I know. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I think we're going into that room next.
Okay.
Member Parliament from Sabir Mills, Iqra Khalid साहब के ऑफिस में मौजूद हैं और आज इमिग्रेशन मिनिस्टर मार्को मेडिचिनो यहाँ पे मौजूद थे। आज क्या कुछ यहाँ पे काफ़ी एमपीज़ भी आए हुए थे और फिर एक राउंड मीडिया टॉक भी थी, कुछ बताएंगे आज के प्रोग्राम के वाले से?
नहीं, बिल्कुल। मिनिस्टर ने बहुत he wants to be open and accessible. इन्होंने बहुत ख्वाहिश की कि वो कम्युनिटी से मिलना चाहते हैं, कम्युनिटी से डायरेक्टली वो सुनना चाहते हैं कि क्या इश्यूज़ थे, क्या कंसर्न्स कम्युनिटी फेस करती है. So this morning we had a round table discussion, small town hall with about 100 people here, and members of parliament, Omar Al-Ghabra, Sven Spengeman, Peter Fonseca, and myself with the minister to answer these questions, to take the feedback of the community. And then we had something that's completely unprecedented. We did a discussion with only members of parliament and our staff ताकि जो हमारी इंडिविजुअल फाइल्स हैं, कोई मसले मिसाइल जो कि हमें अपने ऑफिसेज़ में आ रहे हैं, मिनिस्टर ने बहुत पेशेंटली, बहुत तहम्मुल के साथ ये बातें सुनी और उन पर वादा भी किया कि वो उन पर अमल भी करेंगे, एंड आई रियली अप्रिशिएटेड दैट। एंड नाउ आई एम रियली ग्रेटफुल कि उन्होंने पूरी सुबह हमारे ऑफिस में गुजारी है, हमारे कंस्टिट्यूएंट से उन्होंने मिलने की जहमत की, और एंड आई होप दैट ही कीप्स ऑन डूइंग दिस। आई नो कि आई एम गोइंग टू कीप ऑन एडवोकेटिंग फॉर माई कम्युनिटी इन Ottawa, and I look forward to working with our new minister.
सबसे ज़्यादा इमिग्रेशन के हवाले से लोगों के सवाल रहते हैं, अभी स्टूडेंट्स के हवाले से जो गवर्नमेंट का था बहुत अच्छा फैसला था, तो अभी इसका फीडबैक के हवाले से भी डिस्कस हुआ कुछ?
बिल्कुल, आई मीन प्रोसेसिंग की ऑब्वियसली एनी न्यू सिस्टम जब आप उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं, यू वांट टू टॉक अबाउट द प्रोसेसिंग, हम कैसे प्रोसेस को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, इफ देयर इज अ डिस्कनेक्ट। इन फैक्ट वन ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस दैट वाज आस्क्ड इन द टाउन हॉल टुडे वाज आस्क्ड बाय अ रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ Wilfrid Laurier University who was here to give his feedback on the processing, especially for international students, and उन्होंने specifically पाकिस्तान के बारे में जिक्र किया, और उन्होंने कहा कि ये इश्यूज़ अभी उनको on the ground, उनको they are facing those issues, तो and the minister has taken that feedback, and I hopefully we will be actioning something out soon.
Injuries not only impact you, but also people around you. Life is better than this. Let's get your life back. The injury lawyers at Alam Law will use their years of experience to handle your claim so that you can focus on your recovery. And remember, you don't pay until we win. Alam Law.
Are you looking to buy or sell a business? Searching for a franchise or looking for a hotel, motel, strip plaza, or gas station to buy? Our certified professional team and certified franchise consultant are ready to help you, who represent more than 400 branches in North America. Call us today at 416-300-5600 or text us your email and contact details on this number and our team will contact you. 416-300-5600.
Dixie Electronics and Appliances is your #1 destination for electronics and appliances. Choose from TVs and home audio that will entertain your whole family, to home comfort essentials for your living space, and a wide selection of appliances to build your perfect kitchen. From selection to delivery, Dixie Electronics is everything you need. Price match guarantee and 0% financing available, all under one roof. Come today at 5120 Dixie Road, Mississauga, or visit the website at dixieelectronics.ca.
घर खरीदना या हो बेचना, कोई तजर्बाकार और ईमानदार रियल्टर हो देखना, तो रियल Inc. 647-518-3000 or visit tabishhomes.com. 647-518-3000.
Muslim Welfare Center. Service to humanity is service to Allah.